got me at hello, 'cause where you go is where.
Well, hello friends. I am so glad you're here. Welcome to our home. Today we're going to be refreshing our home, taking down some summer decor and creating a blank slate before I start my fall decorating. So I've taken the last few weeks to declutter areas of my home, and today I'm wanting to simplify some of my decor. I find that creating a clean slate helps me get more inspired when I'm about to decorate for the next season. Fall is right around the corner, not anytime soon, but we're getting closer, and I'm starting to think of how I'm going to decorate our home this year. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to subscribe. I have lots of fall content planned and coming your way very soon. Not yet, but very soon, so I'm excited for that. But I will be sharing some early fall decorating ideas in today's video and how I like to slowly transition my decor from summer into fall without going from florals straight to pumpkins. I like to ease my way in, so I'm excited to bring you guys along and share some ideas with you. But before we get started, I'd kindly like to thank today's video sponsor, Ultima Replenisher. As a busy mom of 3, staying hydrated throughout the day is a must, but it's also something I honestly struggle with. That's why I've been loving Ultima. It's an electrolyte drink mix that makes it so much easier to stay on top of my hydration. Ultima contains 6 essential electrolytes plus vitamin C and zinc, which helps support not only hydration but overall wellness and energy. I also love that it's completely free of sugar, calories, and carbs. It's sweetened with organic stevia leaf, so it tastes naturally delicious without being overly sweet or salty like some other electrolyte drinks. And the flavors are so good. I've been rotating through a few favorites. You can find Ultima on their website, on Amazon, Walmart, CVS, or you can scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in my description box to try out Ultima for yourself. I think you're going to love it. All right, I just laid out all of my new decor pieces that I'm going to be using to transition slowly from summer decor into fall decorating. This time of year, I love to focus on staple decor pieces versus going out and buying a bunch of fall specific themed items. Some of these items I picked up the other day at Home Goods and Hobby Lobby. I also have a few that I just pulled out of my decor stash that I think will work for this time of year. The first is this design book from Amber Lewis. She is one of my favorite designers to get inspiration from. She has a very organic, earthy, modern, but also lived in style. I really enjoy it. It's very warm. She has a lot of exposed beams, but still having clean, neutral colors as her base. I love the rich color of this book. I think it is beautiful. This will serve as great decor, and this will carry me on fall all the way until after Christmas, because I do use brown decor in my Christmas decor as well. She has some fall themed pages and I always get so much inspiration from them. I do have a book stand where I will sometimes open the book up to a page I like or one that fits the season. I will display the book that way, but I do love the cover of this one. I've had this book for years now. You can get it on Amazon, but I did see it at Home Goods recently. Been eyeing these really beautiful organic bowls for my kitchen, and Home Goods had 3 different sizes of these bowls. This size was $20, which I thought was a good deal compared to vintage sites that I've looked on or even at antique stores. I love the tones of this bowl. I wanted to bring in some darker wood tones for this time of year just to bring out the earthy organic element a little bit more. So I'll fill this with fruit. I also have some faux figs in mind on Amazon to use in my fall decor. So I picked up that bowl, just a staple piece that will go well in my kitchen year round, but I specifically like bringing in those warmer, darker tones for this time of year. Something that I've had in mind for my living room are some boxes. Woven boxes with the leather handles. I thought this would be a really good addition to our living room shelves. Love the look of stacked boxes, and I feel like these are neutral enough. They give a little bit of texture, and these will go great with fall decor, but again, they are also great for year round. And they're good for hiding things like remotes or pictures that I like to print out. I thought this little candlestick holder was so unique. I found it at Home Goods. It was around $8, which I thought was a great deal. It has the wood element, and it's just a different look. I like the hurricane over the tapered candle. Let me give you a closer look. I just have this tapered candle in there right now. I would probably opt for a candle a little bit shorter so you could see it underneath the glass, but I thought this was really pretty, and this will be great for having a cozy glow at night during the fall season, but it also doesn't scream fall, so I'll be able to use it year round. Speaking of candles, I love finding different risers or things to anchor my candles with. Usually my 3-wick candles in a ceramic jar is what I will use these risers for. But again, I saw this darker brown color. I thought it was beautiful. It kind of goes with the rest of my darker brown wood pieces, and this was $7.99 at Home Goods, so a great price. I could use this in the kitchen, on my entryway table, in a bathroom, lots of different ways to use this piece, but I love this darker rich wood. I saw these stems at Hobby Lobby and thought they were beautiful for fall, but even just like early fall. They don't scream autumn to me. I feel like they just look very high-end, very designer, and I'm planning on putting these stems in my kitchen in a smaller vase. I didn't want it to be super full, so I picked up 3 of these stems. They were $9.99 each at Hobby Lobby, but they were 30% off because they were considered to be fall decor. Here they are. They're these little berries. I'm not sure if they are pomegranates. I'm kind of thinking that's what they are, but they are beautiful. It's like a navy and plum colored berry, and then it has some green leaves. So I think the green ties in well with just year-round decor, but I think that these will be beautiful for bringing in some darker tones for the early fall season. Speaking of florals from Hobby Lobby, I have these faux hydrangea stems that I picked up last year, I believe, and they're in this really pretty cream color. They come in multiple different shades. Here's the cream. I don't feel like it's picking up all the detail of them in the video, but they do have some definition to them. They look very lifelike, and I really like them. They're neutral enough that they don't scream fall to me, but they do have a more rust color that would be beautiful for the more fall season when you're wanting those deeper, richer colors. Another item that I shared in my recent Amazon home finds video is this brown plaid blanket. You guys love this find. I know so many of you picked this up as well, and it is the perfect blanket for fall, but also just year-round to bring in those deeper, richer tones. So if you like the brown like I do, this throw blanket is under $15, and it is such amazing quality. It's great for throwing over your couch, a chair, even putting it in a basket and letting it drape out. Lots of different ways you could style this, and it's a nice heavy material. I know it was on sale for under $9, which is crazy whenever they had their Prime Day sales, but this is a blanket that I reach for all the time this time of year. Okay, I've got one more item to share with you, and we're going to start decorating. On this Lazy Susan that is massive at Home Goods, and I loved the detail on the edge of it. So I might play around with these stems and put these on this beautiful Lazy Susan. I just thought this was such a good staple piece to invest in, and I could use it all year round. It was $40, but for the size, again, if I found this at an antique store, I'd be paying more for it. So I was really happy with this find and how it will transition with all of the different seasons. I'm starting out in my living room, and I decided to bring my coffee table back into this space. That way I can style it for the fall and winter seasons. I added my Amber Lewis design book as well as the faux dried hydrangeas, and I added a little scalloped hurricane candle holder and an LED candle. I'm also going to take down this faux greenery garland. I had it up for the summer months, but now I feel like it is time to take it down. I'm adding in some pillows that are a beautiful brown gingham pattern. I got these off of Amazon. I'm also bringing in some some brown pillows and a dark green, just adding the earthy, moody color palette that I think will flow nicely into fall decor. The night before, I had hosted a summer supper club and I did a full tablescape with these fresh flowers from our garden, and I decided to just take the tablecloth off, wash everything really well. So the table is a blank slate, and I think I'm going to leave it that way for the next several weeks until I do something else for fall. So I'm going to add this floral arrangement over on my entry table. It's just about done, but I think it could last a few more days. Then to the table, I just added the same arrangement that was on my kitchen island. Now we're heading into the kitchen, and I'm adding this wood bowl next to this cozy little lamp. I love this area lit up at night, and I'm adding in some fresh fruit. I have some peaches and a zucchini from our garden, and I wanted to hide that plug-in, so I just added this art, but I probably am not going to keep it there. Didn't quite look right, but it worked for now. Now I'm adding in the Lazy Susan to our kitchen island, as well as those berry stems, another little floral vase, and a little candle, and it is so cozy. I added a lamp and a side table to the corner of our bedroom with my little rocking chair that I use to nurse and rock Braylee to sleep. So I'm adding in a design book and faux plant to the table, and then I'm using the little riser that I picked up with a candle on top and some matches, and I'm putting that next to my bathtub. Now I'm heading into Brooks's room to refresh his bedding. If you are new to my channel, Brooks is my 8-year-old son, and I'm excited to put a new Betty's set on his bed for him. I went with the Noah bedding. It's this beautiful green pattern, and it has a super soft minky lining on the inside, so I'm excited for him to try it out and see how he likes it. I love that Betty's makes making your bed really easy. You can just zip up the sides. It's also easy to wash. So I'm just going to add the pillowcases to it as well. I added the pillowcases on his pillows, and I also have the Owen XL lumber pillow. It is real leather. It smells so good. And then this extremely soft quilt. It's called the Charlie. He is going to love it. I can't wait for him to see it and check it out. So I'll have a link for the Betty's bedding down below if you'd like to check it out. And that is it for today's video, friends. Thank you for coming along with me as I refreshed our home and did some early fall decorating. I hope it gave you lots of ideas. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye, friends.